Sydney Sweeney hooked up with Tom Holland? What? Really? I don't like Sydney Sweeney.
Recently, Scott was telling me his story, and I'm just like, I would never do that. There's so many things Scott does where I watch from afar, and I'm like, I don't know if you call him a psychopath or just no fear.
Yes, that's what it is.
Doesn't think about consequences, doesn't look at a pros and cons list, doesn't understand good or bad PR.
Does what's right.
Not always right.
In the moment.
But will do it.
Yeah. That's a good way to look at it.
Your power was off not long ago. Remember? And there were some tradies out the front. Not because of your own power. It was the neighbourhood power. So this is work from the councils happening. So it's not even someone you've employed.
I was fascinated. Right. I was fascinated why Luke said, you should talk about that on the podcast. Because I'm like, what's his angle with that? Why does he want me to share that story? Because it was just a standard Sunday for me. However, we received a text. By the way, when you lose electricity for a period of time, like, you become like a real fucking like, oh, I don't know what to do. Like, you lose all skill sets. Like,
it's all fun until your phone starts dying in battery.
You don't realise how much of your life is based on electricity.
How am I going to charge my phone now?
Walking into our ensuite, we don't have natural light. I'm like, I can't see. How am I going to brush my teeth? Right? But it's like, I'm so like in the moment, I could have actually just got my phone and turned the light on, but like you just become really stupid, right? So recently we had a power outage. So we're doing power fucking line works or whatever in our whole area. Fucking men everywhere and women, and they're like on cranes on a Sunday, and we received a text. It was between 8 a.m. and 3 p.m.
Get to the text.
No, Marcus got it because the account's under his name. So he received the text.
To the text.
What
I don't want to see it right now. Just say what the text says. You've alluded to it text 3 times.
Power outage between 8 a.m. and 3 p.m. I just said that. That was the text.
Get back to the story.
And
relevance.
And so the whole day, you know, we're like going to go warm up some food for the boys. And we're like, oh, we can't, the microwave. Anyway.
You got a stove with flame?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would still work.
A gas stove, yeah.
For the first year and a half we had the boys, we were an anti-microwave home. And so we used to heat everything up on the stove and that. People used to think we were mental. We're like, no, we're going organic with the boys, right? And then life kicked in. Fuck. We're like, get a microwave now. And we said even to the boys, like we could tell they were getting a bit restless. It was like 4:30 p.m. now. And I'm like, we're going to go to the pub. And the boys love the pub. They say, we're going to the pub. And we came home and the fucking power was still off.
So what time's this? Because your text has said 3 o'clock.
6:30.
3 hours
3 to 3.5.
And I was like to Marcus,
I would have accepted it. Early night in bed.
I'm like, they're way over fucking time. Who is managing this project? I'm like, I won't have it. And Marcus was like, go get him, honey. And I was like, okay. And that's all I need is a little bit of encouragement.
Don't even need encouragement. He probably said no and your brain said something else.
I walk out to the street and I'm like, this is what Karens do, but I'm not a Karen. I was like, hey, fellas, who's running the show? And they're like, just a minute. I'm like, no, not just a minute. You're 3.5 hours over. I would have given you a minute over 3 p.m. And they were like, oh, hang on. I'm like, tell them to come down. We're wrapping this fucking project up. You're putting our power back on. And they were like, whoa, you don't get to. And I was like, I absolutely do get to say this because we have shut our mouths for 3.5 hours overtime. I got a fucking family in there. And then I went like all things like, poor me. And then I was like, no. And they then tried to like barter with me. And I was like, no. Call the operation off. You guys can't do your fucking job in time. That's a you problem, not a me problem. Put the fucking whole community's power back on.
But I would never do that.
Why?
I don't have it in me that I would be able to go out and do that. Would you?
I would be as upset as you, but I think what I would try and do instead of
I'd call
facing
the council.
I'd call the council.
Yeah.
Because I'd be too scared.
Like, fuck that on a Sunday at 6:30
no
p.m.
one's gonna
calling
be
a
there.
council. They'd be like, we're sorry, what's your address? We'll send somebody out to talk to you. Like, no thanks, I'm going to take this into my own hands like I always do and get the fucking job done.
So did the power come back on?
Yes, of course.
How much longer?
5-10 minutes max.
So did they come back the next day?
To fix it?
I don't know.
So maybe they didn't finish what they had to do.
The works is still needing work. You've stuffed up the whole
Sounds
suburb.
like a them problem.
You're not getting charged 3 times the amount of electricity.
Stick to your timelines.
There's going to be a power surge.
So it made us go, hang on, tradies, common. Trades full stop. Common.
It's like quotes.
Going over time.
Tradies in their quotes. You can get a quote from the same job, 3 different tradies, and there is a crazy difference in amount.
Yes, that's usually based on whether they want the
Their
job or
skill
not. No, it's based on whether they want it.
I did ask that to some of them afterwards.
Yeah,
Someone
they
said,
wanted
I
the job.
hated your tiles.
Yeah,
There's
no.
someone else that wants them now. So I quoted 3 times the amount because I just hate doing those tiles.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's
tiles
common.
look amazing though.
So if they don't want the job, they just say a
crap.
crazy
They make it
price.
so
And then
expensive.
if
To
I
make
was to do it,
we call it a see you next Tuesday tax. That's what it is. You go, it's going to be a hard job, or I don't like the client.
I can't be bothered.
Yeah, I can't be
if
bothered.
I do it, I may as well get paid
A lot of money
Yeah,
for it.
yeah. Well, we put it out to the listeners to see when did tradies just take way too long to get a job done.
I might put my headphones on for this.
Yeah, pop your headphones. Yeah, probably a good idea, actually, now that I think about it. The first one comes in from Cheyenne, I think. Cheyenne. Apologies, Cheyenne.
No, I think it could be Sean.
Here's what Sean had to say.
About 3 years ago, I renovated
Shauna.
my kitchen, and we had a plumber come in and do some work
I was like, where did she
to
go?
our slab so that we could have an island bench. And then he was supposed to install our toilet, and he never showed up. And it's been 3 years, and we're still waiting for his invoice.
Oh. So she was waiting for the toilet to still be installed.
But they never got the toilet, but he never invoiced them for the work he did anyway? Is that what it is?
Yes, that's what I'm
He's
picking
gone
up.
broke or something. His
Or he's
business
just
is folded.
okay.
Business is folded. It's too hard.
If
Pay
tradies-
bankruptcy,
Too hard to do
doesn't
one
need the money.
invoice.
Bankruptcy.
If tradies were good with project management and financial admin, that's the difference between them becoming really successful or always chasing their
Gap
tail.
in the market. Someone should just work freelance, just project managing for tradies.
There's people that do that. And
Well,
that
a lot of
is
them
the
don't use
success.
it.
Correct. No, that is the difference. I've dealt with trades for many a fucking years on many a projects, and that is the defining difference between a good one and not. But then the tough thing is the difference between the tradie who has got those skill sets ends up becoming a business leader, and they're not on the tools anymore, and they're just managing people, and they're no longer doing the work that they used to love. Because they've got the skills to do admin and project management. Anyway.
Second one comes in from Pat. Here's what he has to say.
Pat who? We know lots of Pat.
Patricia could
Yeah,
be.
g'day, Luke and Scott. So my
Hey, mate.
tradie story is we got a guy in to replace one of our cracked bathroom tiles. So he came over, ripped the tile off, and then told us that the wall needed time to breathe before he could replace it. Yeah, all right, fair enough. But then he disappeared for 3 weeks, and when he finally came back, he actually brought the wrong replacement tile, and he told us that he needed to go and get the right one. And do you want to guess how long it took him?
3
It
weeks.
took him a month.
Month!
He tried to text him every week, and it still took him a month. So that was a bit annoying. Anyway, I love the show. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Pat.
So he said he took the tile off and said the wall needs time to breathe.
I'd be furious.
There could have been moisture behind it. There could have
Okay,
been,
yeah, true.
what's it called, rising damp or something like that. You never know.
I nearly died here actually when they were installing the kitchen. No one told me on the cabinets that there'd be a protective film on the top of it. That's a terrible color. So I thought they were installing this most ugliest kitchen I'd ever seen in my life. No, I did. I quickly texted the kitchen place and Nicole and someone else, and I was like, took a photo. I'm like, something bad. It's really happened. We didn't pick this color. And then
You
they
find out it's just
showed me
a-
it's just the film.
How fascinating. Do you know what? I'm going to do a shout out to my old Tyler who I fired.
Oh.
And we rekindled. I think we needed a year of space after the project. Remember Adam?
AP tiling.
Yes. AP?
I think so. He messages you can a lot.
He's very specific. He's like one of the best tilers out there, and he came and did all this work for me and Marcus, and it like the job itself, not his work, but the job itself, like there was more work being packed on often. And anyway, one day we got into
a scuffle.
a discussion, and my non-negotiable fucking instructions and opinion and position on something came across, and he was like, well, I just won't finish the job. And I was like, okay, bye. And he left me for a year. And then one day he was like, hey, Scotty. I was like, hey, Adam, like I've moved on.
What
Have
was it,
you?
but what was so bad about it that it got to that point?
Oh, he just kept changing the goalpost every
No,
day.
I did not.
Come to
Don't
the
use
pool
hard
now,
words
do this around
against
the
me.
pool, do this, do that.
No, there
now
was.
do the oven.
I'm all about the 1%ers and how jobs finish. So sometimes there was other jobs being started before another one was finished. And I was like, where, we don't do that until we do that one. We finish that one. And then I think it became a bit much.
Yeah, okay.
And I think having someone like me ride your ass either brings the best out of you or the worst. What do you think, Mike?
I think it brings the best.
Hey!
Luke?
Luke.
And
Sassy.
Scott.
If you've ever thought about doing more meaningful work, especially in a role where you're actually helping people in your community, now might be the time to look into it.
There's a real demand right now for support workers, and a lot of these roles can be pretty accommodating for people who are new to the industry, including casual work where you can dip your toes in and see if it's for you, and study online in your own time.
Hayter Institute's Midgie intake is coming up, so don't let your goals slip into next year. Thanks to Hayter for supporting this week's pod. We're starting a new segment where, Scott, we might find this interesting, we might, or we may not, but Mike is going to bring us a topic and we're just going to talk about it, just free. We don't know what it's going to be. It could be something that you're passionate about or not passionate about.
Like that tracksuit you're wearing?
Just like
So
yours as
passionate?
well.
Are you passionate about that?
I'm just like, I haven't really clocked it or given it the time and attention I think it deserves.
Well, that could be another segment, but
Okay.
this one's going to be called What's Your Take?
Yes.
And led by Mike.
So I've been thinking a lot about what's happening in the pop culture sphere at the moment.
Yes?
And I actually want to know, Luke and Sassy Scott, what's your take on Euphoria, the TV show, and all of the drama and controversy that seems to be around the show? So it's not even just about
one.
like the actual show itself,
Good one.
but like there's all this random stuff happening. Scott?
do you watch it?
I stopped watching after the second episode when it first came out.
What, season 1?
Yes.
Oh.
I was triggered, and I can't remember what it was, but I was triggered by an assault. It was a sexual assault that happened.
Because a lot happens in it.
And it brought something up in me, and I went, oh, this is not a safe show for me to watch. And I went, I'm out. These are the things I do know. Zendaya can do no wrong.
Some will call her Zendaya.
Yes. And Law Roach, her stylist, is fucking Mecca these days. Like the bee's fucking knees. Can do no wrong, both of them together. Jacob Elordi, I remember him being somewhat like polarizing and somewhat attractive in episode 1, maybe 2.
Went to the same school as me, actually.
Don't care for him now.
Okay.
Are you around the same age?
Yeah, he's a couple years younger than me.
Can you give us honest insight or what he was?
I don't. I'm now. I regret saying it because I actually don't really remember him from school, but he did go to the same school as me. Well, he was friends with one of my friends, and like all word, like he was a really good kind of geeky
Was
drama
he a drama
guy.
geeky
Yeah,
kid?
yeah.
Thought he would have been.
That
was
seems to have
Shakespeare
upset
energy.
you, Scott.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, back to
Can you
Euphoria.
zoom in? My eyes twitching.
I love, in saying what Scott's saying, I loved season 1 and season 2, and there was a lot of things that they really explored and went hard on. Season 3, shit.
I don't like Sydney
Season 3.
Sweeney.
Expand on that.
Sorry, that was, and now I'm finished. Back to you.
Okay.
That's my thoughts
Let
on
me go back
Euphoria.
to season 3. I don't know what's happening. You watch an episode and it's almost like there's no time frame to get to a scene, and it's like a really heated scene, but you're like, why are we even here? What's gotten us here? I don't understand what's happening.
How did we get here?
Yeah, and like there was an episode just not too long ago where Sydney Sweeney's character is pretty much Godzilla walking around a city where like the city's all tiny and she's massive, where she just wants to get her tits out again. And she's breaking down glass windows with her boobs and her nipples going through for men.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, she's like got an OnlyFans character now. I don't know what's happening half the time, but I couldn't be bothered rewinding to figure out how we got there.
What fascinates me is that it has made those 3 actors far bigger and
yeah,
talked about. They're talked about a lot.
Yeah.
However, there seems to always be, call it, suspicion of controversy on set of them never being together.
Well, you saw the season 3 launch. It looks like Zendaya and Sydney Sweeney hate each other.
Yes.
Because it seems like Sydney Sweeney was maybe doing something with Tom Holland.
Ooh,
That's what it's based around.
If you're throwing that out, that's
That's what I've
dirty.
seen online.
Wow,
Well,
really?
no, Sweeney hooked up with Tom Holland?
No, that's what I'm saying. It seems like
Some
maybe
kind
she
of
was being a bit
flirtation.
inappropriate, flirtatious with Tom Holland.
Was this while she's with
Which kinda
Scooter
makes sense.
McBrawn face?
They don't even get photos together or video. They weren't seen talking to each other at the premiere. Nothing. That's
just-
what it's been based off, and I do go down rabbit holes.
How long's Sydney been with Scooter McBrawn face?
Ooh,
Scooter
I'm going to
Braun.
look it up. Give me 1 sec.
Since he sold Taylor's albums? No, it's recent.
So she has that thing that I've spoken about before that I can look at a person and I feel unnerved.
It's been about a year, by the way, just to clear that up.
Do you get similar energy to Sabrina Carpenter? Is it just they give the same vibe to me? I don't know what
There
it is.
is a similarity, but I'm not yet to put my finger on it. But Sydney definitely gives me, I wouldn't like you at high school. We wouldn't talk at a fucking event that Luke and I go to. Like, I wouldn't say hello to her and she wouldn't acknowledge me.
However, the script is fucking terrible in season 3, but she's doing really well. But out of all of them, it's like they all know they've got a bad script, but she's giving it 110% every scene she's in.
Possibly she's showing us who she is.
Out of interest, what do you think from season 1 to season 3?
Ooh.
Do you want to estimate the salaries of
Yeah.
maybe
All right, so
each of
Zendaya, she was the only well-known one
1.3
at the
million.
time.
per episode?
Per
Let's do
episode?
per episode.
700,000.
Wasn't proven yet, so I'd probably say about 700,000.
Looks like $500,000 an episode US.
At a girl?
Yeah, so we're around right then.
And where do you think it's up to now in season 3?
1.3.
Luke?
Probably about, I don't know,
Tell
they
me
needed
it
it
is.
for season 3, but they needed the others. I want to say about the same, but maybe $1
million an episode, which is like pretty good.
Good on her.
Yeah. Okay, Sydney Sweeney, what do you reckon per episode?
$20,000
Season 1.
per season.
No way.
20,000
No, she was
for the
established.
season?
No, she wasn't.
Yes, she was.
No.
I thought Euphoria was her breakout.
Yeah, it's a breakout. Jacob
far as I
Elordi had
know-
done stuff with Joey King, sorry. They did the kissing booth and stuff, so he had already done some stuff. Sydney had it.
Really?
He was dating Joey King for a long time.
He was?
Yeah.
We know Joey.
So call it a per episode. What do you say for Sydney season 1?
$25,000
Per
for
ep?
Sydney Sweeney. Yeah.
Okay, Scott?
120.
44 per episode.
Wow.
Where do you think she's at now?
Under
Season
They
Zendaya?
need her for the show. She needs to be the same as her.
No way.
But she's on a mill too.
Shouldn't deserve it.
She should
Per
be.
episode, $1 million.
What a
Crazy.
climb.
What a climb.
What a climb.
Jacob Elordi? Have you got him?
Jacob Elordi, there's no reported for season 1,
Why?
but
He'll be
he's-
about 100, I
he-
reckon.
his
for
season
one.
3 is also $1 million an episode. How
But there's
crazy is that?
But there's stuff that's apparently happened between Jacob Elordi and Hunter Schafer,
Who's
the
Hunter
trans
Schafer?
Oh, yeah.
actress in it.
Right.
Apparently they now don't want to do scenes together. Apparently there was a weird falling out there. But so they're doing all these scenes where it's almost like
That's right,
weird
you're a
storylines that are happening because it's almost like the actors don't want to be together.
Is this now?
So there hasn't
why
been-
I can't watch the show.
Is
I just
this like
remembered.
a conspiracy, or do you reckon there's like good evidence for it?
Well, when you're seeing Zendaya and Sydney Sweeney not talking to each other, when they're the two biggest actresses on the show and not getting photos together, and they're also not doing scenes together.
And do they do
But
any
also, they
press?
look at their values, their political values. That's what comes in here.
Yeah,
One
true.
is left, one is right. And over there in the divided states of America, right now, like it's kind of hard to meet on even ground for a lot of people because of how harsh the each other's values are against one another. So, Zendaya and what she stands for, and then you've got a fucking.
They're just very different. I
then you've got a
suppose.
McSweeney face.
And then if it did involve Tom Holland at all, who knows?
Nah, Tom's a good guy.
Yeah, Tom's a good guy. No, I'm not saying Tom's done anything bad. I reckon Sydney Sweeney gives the
It's
energy
been
that she'll be
inappropriate.
flirtatious, make a bit of silly jokes around everyone, and Zendaya's like, fuck off. That's what
Like,
I get
fuck
from
off,
it.
Sydney.
You've done it one too many times. You've annoyed
Shut
me.
up, Sydney Sweeney.
Can you believe she's getting... Oh, and also Zendaya didn't really want a part of it this season, so she doesn't have producer rights, I don't think, either.
Oh.
Whereas she was on producing in season 1 and 2 from memory.
Well, there you go. Turns out Luke is an ultra fan.
That is so interesting.
Mm.
Wow. I feel like I got your I feel like
You got
if
his
the
take?
goal of the segment is what's your take, I feel like I've got it.
Good.
That's
I'll keep watching it.
You know our position.
yeah. We do it again sometime.
Great, can't wait.
Thanks, Mike.
Do it for something that I like, please. Or care for.
Euphoria is season 4. Thanks again to Hater Institute for supporting the pod this week.
There's strong demand in the community right now, and many roles are casual or flexible enough that you don't necessarily have to jump in all at once. You can start building experience and see where it takes you.
Hater Institute's mid-year intake is coming up soon, so now's a good time to stop putting it off. And remember, you can study online in your own time.
Search Hater Institute and check out your options today.
I've got a fun topic to talk about, and that's job interviews with feedback. So the feedback you get from a job interview. I think it's awful when you don't get the job. Would you agree or not agree, firstly?
I was really lucky in this world. I was an aspiring actor and I went to 1 million fucking auditions, 1 million. And I was always told why I didn't get the job. And it gave you such thick skin to always get back up and keep going.
Was it your jaw?
No, they were always like, oh, you're very small, or like, we're looking for somebody that was like attractive or good looking. Like there was always, they were so honest and direct that it was brutality. However, I think in my
Thick skin.
Later years.
later years, it really helped me out to not necessarily take it personal and keep going, keep your eye on the prize.
That's good.
I'm going to go to an example for me then.
Cut your nail.
I did a week ago. So my job... When I was working in the hospital, I was approached by a senior person and they said, this
We'll have to
job's
say their
coming
names
up.
now. Surely enough time's gone by.
I won't just yet.
Yeah, fucking that defamation.
A job was coming up and this person came up to me and it felt like I was being headhunted. They were like, you will be really great in this role.
You were being groomed.
You'd be amazing in this role, pretty much. Like, we've been watching, definitely apply for it. Energy, right? So
Just one up.
It was in a more of a senior role, which you either get them or you don't. Not
No,
everyone
but
goes
like
into
from
a
your
senior
current title,
role.
it was 1 or 2 up.
Yeah, it was definitely a bit higher up. So I looked into it and I thought, yeah, that's pretty good. I like changed my sort of ways in terms of thinking like where my career was probably going to be going from there.
Good on you.
Yep. Did the job interview, nailed it. I thought I did really well. Didn't get the job. My friend got it, who I was happy for them as well. But I asked for feedback. And this person told me that I wasn't consistent enough in the department. And that's why I didn't get the job. And I said, why the fuck did you tell me to go for it when you're going to give me feedback like that? That's something you go, this is a job that I feel like you could be doing in the future, but here's some things to work on because one day you'll get there.
So getting you to
Don't
go for
tell me
that,
to waste all my time going for it when you're never going to give it to me.
you've seen it wrong.
No.
That was a KPI for them to get X amount of people within the department
Don't
to go for the job.
waste my
Yeah,
time.
they were looking after themselves, not you.
Thank you.
That sucks.
Sucks.
No, it doesn't. That's
I
called,
feel like
that's
nah.
called the corporate
No.
career.
Nah,
Fucking,
if
No.
a senior says
They've
you should
tricked me.
apply for this, then
You give other feedback, not that feedback.
that also
to me,
gives
it
you growth. That gives
no,
you
it's
insight.
shit feedback. No, it gave me insight into them.
because to me, if
Yeah,
they
that's not a bad thing. So the best.
No, do you want to know the best part though? After I didn't get it, the next week I was then had to act in that person's position. So they put me in a higher position than the one I had just gone for in another acting role. But they told me I wasn't
very-
consistent
I hate
enough
that.
in the
Very
position underneath.
apologetic.
I don't like that.
I don't like
That's
it at all.
apologetic. That's
Said
what
a
that
lot
is.
about that person. I turned the whole department against them from that day.
No, I remember I went for a job at a radio station. And I don't know whether I should say the name of it.
Well, it wasn't Kiss, it wasn't Smooth, it wasn't Fox.
No, it wasn't. And they told me
Was
I
it
was
Light FM?
too gay for their, my voice was too gay for their network. And I just remember going like, what the fuck? Who are you to say that? Like, my voice is one thing, but it's like what you bring to the role. Like, I used to hate being defined by my sexuality. I still don't like to be. It's one part of you. It's not who you are. I just remember thinking, fuck, this person, right? Like, one day they're not going to be able to say that. And they were really able and comfortable in saying it to me back then. And since Luke and I found ourselves in this industry, that is the network that I've said I don't want to entertain doing anything with them. They have tried to get me and Luke to go there for conversations to, have our podcast with them. And I'm like, no, they're fucking blacklisted for me because of that one person and that one time.
However, I then did job interviews where I was interviewing, and it's so weird being on the other end because it kind of changes your whole mindset.
Yes.
You want the person to succeed. You don't want to sit through a bad interview because it is
That's
hard
true.
work and boring. You actually want good answers, and you're there to support the person in front of you.
You just reminded me of something really funny. Once I was sitting with one of our directors when I was in the GM role at the Timber Yard, and one of the directors, still to this day, when we see each other, we just laugh about it. I asked this person what they do in high pressure, how to get stuff out of their team if they're not performing. And this person was like, I sit them down and I'll give them space, to try and find their groove again in their role or whatever. And Adam, hey, Mackenzie, Macca, he's looking at me because my face was like this. And I'll never forget it. I was like so confused with this person. It's like, I'll give them all the space and time that they need. And I went, that's fascinating because I just put more pressure on them until they perform and do their fucking job. You don't give them space to go away and figure it out and let the business fall over. You can fucking pick it all up and move in tough times. And we'll talk about it later.
I just remembered another good one. I was in a job interview where the question was, would you rather, if you were to travel, would you rather travel by yourself or with a group of people? And I said, I think I'd rather travel with other people. Oh. And then they said to me, well, you do know you got to work by yourself a lot in this industry. So then this is where we were interns, and then you had to, at the end of it, it was like a preference list. So I didn't even put them on my preference.
Right. Have
What
we
an
got
idiot.
stories?
Yeah, well, Lana sent in a message. Let's
So we
take a
should
listen
put
to
our-
what she
Del
said.
Rey?
Not Lana Del Rey,
Okay.
but another Lana who listens
Wow.
to this podcast.
So my worst, I've actually only gotten one thing of feedback from a job interview, and she called me up to tell me that I didn't get the job, and
So
her
awful.
feedback was that
You have too many pauses in your
I
speech.
was too dominant because I answered the question first.
What?
And I said, so whoever answered the question first, they were automatically out. And she goes, yeah, we just thought it was a bit too dominant. No one else was answering the fucking question, so I answered it. It was a group interview. So, yeah, if anyone has a group interview,
Don't be there.
don't answer anything first, even though someone has to.
Interesting.
They would have those psych analysis things to
Don't
do.
let the person go first. See the person who wants to put the rest of the team first.
Yeah.
Let's hear from Emma.
Bunton?
Hi guys, love the pod.
Thanks,
When
Emma.
I was 19, I went for a job in a corporate setting and my boss was 55 and he told me that I only got the position
There it
because I would look hot in a mini skirt.
Oh, fuck him.
Yeah, I did look hot in a mini skirt,
Yeah, you
but
did.
not for him.
Correct. I just hate those men. Oh my God. And do you know what? This is the reality of why a gay man like me is ride or die with women, because there's been similar trials and tribulations that gay men have had to overcome or get through life with in corporate settings or whatever, right, in life, as what some women, also go through. I'm not comparing them.
Yeah, because
like
you
for
wearing
like.
a mini skirt, you ain't getting a job.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
That's true. However, me being told you're too gay, your voice is too gay, I don't like this about you, versus, hang on, do you have the skill sets to be able to do the job? That's what it should be based on. Not looks, not whatever. Anyway, you get it.
You got any stories, Mike? Have you been let down ever?
I had a friend who had a very similar situation to you where they were encouraged to apply for a senior position, went through the interview process and then they were told we just don't think you're senior enough or have the leadership skills to be able to do it. It's pretty disappointing.
It happens. It's life. It's how you get back up and go for it again.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
Or, in your case, not go for it again. And
No.
leave industries.
To be honest, it was 2 weeks after me not getting that job that our first viral video went off.
And the rest is
So
history.
dare I
Universe
say,
listens.
if I got that job, I would not have been making videos.
There you go. Thank
So
you
I still
to
would've-
whoever
I
denied
still would have
that.
had my old life. Oh my God.
Your family's fucked.
No, your family's fucked.
Scott, we have the same family. Fucked up families.
Did you say it was Joe today? No, where'd I
No,
get
it's
that name
not.
from?
It's
Where am I?
It's Kirsty.
Kirsty. That's right, same.
Imagine getting interview feedback from a family member, though. That just hit me.
I've tried to give you a lot of feedback over our career, Luke.
I haven't gone for a job for you. So it's very different to what I asked.
You have, but you just haven't
You
realised
give unsolicited advice.
No, so like there'll be things that fall under Luke's responsibility and you realise that he can't do it. You try and get it out of him. So you go, oh, he didn't realise that he was like having to take that on. So I've given that job now to somebody else.
90% of his energy into something that should be 5, but needs 95% elsewhere. It's his...
Don't agree with him.
I know, I was just being like,
He can put so much time into the little things. I'm like, not needed right now, but you should be doing this.
Yeah,
with
okay.
the thing I'm doing.
Is in that's the feedback he gives to you? Is that
no,
what you're
and I'm like, Scott, that was something we did 2 weeks ago. Go away. But anyway, Kirsty sent something in.
Here's what Kirsty had to say. Send in your effed up families anytime, by the way.
My sister and I were going to get fuel
She's
at
in
the
the toilet.
local service station. And I said to my sister, hey, the lady in front of us, she's an elderly lady filling up her car. Why don't you go and pay for her fuel?
Are you playing us, Mike?
No.
We've had this one.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Oh, have you actually?
Have we? We have. We know the story.
Yeah, I know the story.
What happened?
The old lady says no. How dare you?
She's like, I wanted my sister to feel how nice
And
it
then
is.
she keeps laughing nonstop in the end.
Oh, have we? Did we do this recently?
Yes. Yeah, like 3 weeks ago maybe.
Hang on. Do you want? Can we just roll back?
No, we want everyone to know what we have to fucking put up with
I've
here.
played
We're going overtime, Mike.
No, I've played the wrong one. Hang on. Which one is it?
Maybe it was Joe.
No, it's not Joe.
Imagine.
It's Kirsty, Francesca. Oh, it's Rochelle.
There
It's
it
Rochelle.
is. Sorry, everybody.
Or do we save Rochelle for
No,
next time?
let's play
I don't want to
it.
hear Kirsty.
Anya, let's go.
All right, sorry guys.
If you
Just
want to
give
hear
me one
Kirsty's,
sec.
go back an
But
episode
now
or
I'm
two.
actually worried. Okay, let's just play it.
Pressure.
Hey guys,
Mike.
so back in around 2008, you used to receive in the mail these coupon books. There was a coupon in the book for Donut King. On one half of the coupon, it said buy one icy, and then on the other side, it said get one icy free. So I said to my sister, if you cut that in half, it makes it look like you get a free icy. So after school that day, we went and handed the half of the coupon, and we got our free icy. And we're walking home from school, sharing the icy, and my sister and I got into a fight. She was pissing me off, so I threw all over her white school uniform the bright red icy, which covered her everywhere. Anyway, when we got home, Dad was so pissed off that I did that, asked how we even got the icy, and we confessed what we did, and he said we had to go back there and confess, which we said we did, but we never did.
Did you ever have to confess to anything?
Oh, yes. I had to
don't think I did.
apologise.
What for?
Yeah, do you remember anything?
Not specifically stealing cars or like, I don't know, throwing eggs at people's houses.
Do you know what I hated
Telling
as a kid?
teachers, like, you know, grandparents are
Kids
dying.
like him.
Bye.
Bye.
Luke and Sassy.
Scott.
Thanks again to Hater Institute for supporting the pod this week.
There's a growing need for support workers in the community, and for anyone looking for more meaningful work, it could be a really rewarding path to consider.
And remember, a lot of roles can be casual and accommodating for people starting out. So it's not always... And remember, a lot of roles can be casual and accommodating for people starting out. So it's not always about having everything figured out straight away.
Hater Institute's mid-year intake is coming up, so don't leave it until next year. You can study online in your own time. Search Hater Institute to find out more. So Luke and I think it's really important that when you go to somebody's house, you say, thanks for having us. So we would like to say a big thank you to the Wurundjeri, Woi Wurrung and Bunurong peoples of the Southeastern Kulin Nation, the land on which this podcast is recorded on.
Always was, always will be Aboriginal land.